I mean, it sounds like a dumb question, but are you working? I mean, are your patients
No.
reaching out to you? I mean, are they saying, "Hey, I have this illness," or "I'm running out of my insulin," or is that type of situation happening to you?
So it hasn't happened to me yet, but a couple things we did that worked really well. Um, we have a chronic care manager in our office who's a nurse, and before the storm, she called all our chronic care patients in the Medicare chronic care management program who are our sickest patients and asked everyone, "Are you okay? What do you need before the storm?" We try to call in scripts early and make sure people had what they needed. We had to shut down our office because even though the office was okay, one doctor was trapped in an evacuation order and couldn't get back to his house. Me and my other colleague, who live a mile apart, were both flooded out and living with relatives, and we couldn't get to the office. So we shut down our. We have 8 clinics across the city. We shut down all 8 clinics through Wednesday. Reopened half the clinics Thursday. My clinic will stay closed because our patients are scattered over I don't know where because they evacuated a lot of Fort Bend County where we work. Our two of us can't get there, and now that we can't get there, we're busy repairing our houses. The third doctor still has to be careful where he goes because they have evacuation orders in place, and there's some areas of his neighborhood that aren't safe. So we made the decision to keep our office closed until Tuesday because I thought, one, we can't get there to work. Two, we don't even know where our patients are. I did log in, checked our EMR, um, did a refill that had come up, and basically, I have to give a big shout out to Dr. Clive Fields, Dr. Alex Sue, Jennifer Celia, and everyone else that kept our office running virtually. The people that were on call over the weekend took call through the first half of the week. Everyone could get to the main office, got there. People worked out of their homes. Um, Dr. Fields is the senior partner, and he volunteered to take call for all of us that couldn't. And that's a way we're able to keep the system running and get patients what they needed. Countywide, the Red Cross kicked in, all the hospital systems worked really hard to set up shelters, provide emergency care, get meds to people who needed it. So I haven't heard of any major issues because really anyone who could get to a shelter or a hospital got there. Everyone who could help helped. And our hospitals and hospital systems learned from Ike, learned from Rita and Katrina. We have tiers of response teams and messaging systems for all the hospitals. And I was getting texts telling me, okay, your team C, stay at home. Team B, go in with 3 days of supplies. Team A, go home now, come back in 3 days. Um, so I think we have robust enough systems we're able to avoid any crises and cope with a disaster on a medical level. Um, an example is it's gone so well, they're turning doctors away from the shelters because we have too many. But we need social workers if any social workers are free.